Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from Group 1. My name is Aprianto Ardi, and my friend, his name is Ican Sukma Pratama. We will explain about communicative language teaching. The first material will be explained by myself. As we know, communicative language teaching has a big progression and developing into various methods. Communicative language teaching was introduced at the beginning of the 1970s by British and American scholars to promote the teaching of visible communicative skills in second language instruction. What is CLT? CLT, or communicative language teaching, is an approach to the teaching of second and foreign languages that emphasize instruction as both the mean and the ultimate goal of learning a language. It's also referred to as communicative approach to the teaching of foreign languages, or simply the communicative approach. Okay, and next, basic concept or component of a method according to Jack Research. The first concept is approach. An approach refers to theories about the nature of language and language learning that serve as the resource of practice and principle of language teaching. And the second one is design. This specifies the relationship of theories of language and learning to the selection and organization of language content, to the types of tasks and learning activities, and the role of the learner, teacher, and materials. And the last concept is procedure. Comprise the classroom technique and practice that are the consequence of particular approaches and design. Okay, I think that's all. The next material will be explained by Ican. Okay, Ican, time is yours.
CLT at the level of approach theory. The nature of language. The nature of learning of language. Activities that involve real communication promote learning. Activities in which language is used for carrying out meaningful communication promote learning. Language that is meaningful to the learning support the learning process. CLT at the level design. The goal of language teaching, communicative competency. Now let's get of the grammar, vocabulary, phonology, and semantics of the language. Now let's get of the relationship between the language and its non-linguistic social context. Now let's get of how to begin and the comparison discourse, competency, cohesion, and coherency. Knowledge of strategies to compensate for other weak areas. CLT at the level of design. Teacher role. The teacher has to assume the role of a facilitator or mentor rather than simply being the model for correct speech and the one with the primary responsibility of making student products plenty of error-free sentence. The teacher has to develop a different view of student error and his her own role in facilitating language learning. Learner role. In the CLT, learners have to participate in classroom activities that are based on a operative rather than in a individualistic approach to learning. Students have to become comfortable with listening to their peers in pair or group work tasks rather and relying on the teacher for a model. CLT at the level of producer. Typist